Hello, SSC Plays. Welcome back to some more
Oh,
Danganronpa 2.
hello. We're here.
We're recording. We're doing something a little
You
different.
might be wondering. This looks like a complete save file, and that's because it is. This is on my Steam account, and because we're recording from our own homes this time, and I do not have a capture card to capture my Switch to, so this is the best we're gonna get.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna start from the class trial, chapter 3. I'm sure there's some dialogue we missed of like, oh, we didn't see yada 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 before the thing or whatever. But basically, we're at the trial and that's it. So we are gonna do that. I don't know what difficulty we were on.
We were on kind for both.
Were we on kind for both?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll just do that. All right. Okay. Well, here's the recap.
Yeah, I
Despair
think.
disease and the 2 consecutive murders. The thought of a third-class trial fills the remaining survivors with despair. Why would the disease be a motive? Why did Ibuki hang herself?
Okay.
Why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear? Survive the class trial, where mystery begets more mystery. So, let's see here.
So technically,
Don't question all my hope fragments. Don't question that I have everything. All right. Set skills.
Jacob,
Okay,
how many copies of this game do you have?
I have this on. I have it on Steam and Switch too. That's it.
Hmm.
Okay, so what like skills are we setting on? Because we have a lot of them.
actually, quickly, I'm looking back, and we were at the Monokuma Rock whenever we ended the last episode. So yeah, we probably missed some like anticipating dialogue.
Yeah,
like probably what says down below on the screen.
It'll be fine here.
This is technically my gameplay, so I have to decide which we should do.
Oh, okay, yeah, here.
Well, I guess just set
we
the ones you like.
Okay. So we get a lot of extra gauge, more time limit. Yeah, increase our stuff. Steadies the aim. Oh, completely steadies aim. I want that one. Upshift, because I want to go fast. Oh, peach muscle, that one's good, that one's good. Increase truth bullet. Oh, trigger happy. That one's also pretty good. What's this? Oh yeah, Infinity Unlimited Flame. Increases the power of the silencer. You can tell you get that one from Gundam, because of the name alone.
Yeah. I just realized Jacob has no way of knowing when we've reached time.
I do have no way of when we reach time.
Well, for class trials, no matter what, we'll end at like the halfway mark.
Right, yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that. I guess that.
Oh yeah, I should probably say this. Sorry for the little Discord lag that you might see here and there. Audience.
Oh yeah. This is totally dependent on my Wi-Fi.
And my Wi-Fi at the same time.
We are ready to start the trial.
All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Hello,
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Yeah, he's there.
We love
Who
the
cares about
chunky.
this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already.
Let's get on with it.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time. Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
Yeah, the stuff did happen early in the morning.
It's empty anyway.
Alright.
Before the announcement.
Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
That's a good outlook on life.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments.
Oh, well,
Since he's the first witness,
there you go.
why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease.
Because of the spare disease.
The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was...
Something I have to censor? Yep, okay. Son of a bitch.
Bad
video of
things.
someone wearing a hospital gown and
No,
a
no.
on their head,
You're fine with
carrying a
this.
stepladder.
It's just someone on a stepladder.
Yeah, but I still censor it.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course.
Yeah,
I rushed
very
out
fair,
of the
very
hospital
fair.
and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
More censorship? Yep. God damn
Okay,
it.
this one you
By the
have
time I
to.
arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought, but the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
That's
We were
true, we
also
did meet
looking
up with
for
them.
Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Various ways, oh my
Don't
goodness.
say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki
Yeah,
disappeared,
Fuyuhiko was blushing.
I had a feeling she was
Yeah,
the
it
person
was.
wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
That was a very,
Well, it's
very
clear what
nice
the problem
recap.
with this case is.
Yeah.
When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
I suppose that is true.
Yeah.
Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Ugh. Just as Kazuichi said, Mike is the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I should have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that.
Make your argument.
Also, key room key, scrap of thick paper, surveillance camera unit, surveillance monitor video, movie invitation ticket.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
We didn't see the movie.
We only saw the movie at the end.
It was true
Like
that we were the only one
Hajime's
that discovered
testimony is
Ibuki's
clearly
body.
suspicious.
So that's true.
Just to make sure. Yeah, invitation ticket was per everyone. Come on, one ticket has a passed out per person, and a day's passed out in prison ticket. So yeah, movie invitation ticket. So yeah.
So it's the one at the end.
After all,
Yeah, probably the last one.
Obviously,
Did Hajime...
the fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Oops. I don't know controls. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Got it.
There you go.
Steve.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
Fucking
Each
Nagito.
person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp
Listen,
that shows the date and time.
He's just helping us because he's like, listen, other people might think of this conclusion, so I'm just gonna do
Isn't
it.
that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't
silly
get
man.
mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before,
Definitely
it's
very
pretty clear
coincidental.
Unless
what the problem with this
Hiyoko
case
told
is.
Ibuki too. Well, or Ibuki. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible. That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Oh shit. We're getting
Me too?
What the hell?
accusatory.
Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that.
Right.
And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomo.
Although,
God, Discord
last
lag
time we
is-
checked, he was in the hospital, man.
There we go.
Oh, Discord lagging?
Hold on, yeah, it's sputtering right now.
Oh, I assume you can still hear everything, at least.
I can, but
At
it's
least in the audio's fine.
well, no, the audio was also
Okay.
getting like blipped. Okay, things are going back to normal now.
Okay.
As okay, hold on,
Kuba.
hold on.
Hey, why
Oh.
are you talking like, huh?
Jesus, this Discord lag's bad.
Is my internet being dookie right now?
That or mine. It could be either or. Hold on, let me. I think it might be my internet being dookie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I broke it. There we go, I fixed it.
Well, just tell me when you want to continue.
Alright, my thing says it's green, so let's try and continue. It is green, so let's try.
Okay.
You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Hill was inside the music venue. Hiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it?
I mean, the jumps. There's really no other way out.
Hotel, room key, scrap of thick paper, step ladder,
Oh, that's
transparent glob, surveillance monitor video. Probably transparent glob,
The
'cause-
killer
Yeah.
is still inside the music venue.
so we're just gonna
By
assume that.
locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How
Right,
did they
stop
lock the
time.
door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
There's a drumstick.
Are you
Right.
talking about the broken drumstick?
No.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
And that's the end of
Okay,
that.
so we probably have to shoot locked it from the inside and transparent glob. I think.
Yeah.
So we can
The
try
killer was still
that.
inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
Oh. Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
I was right about the glob, I think. I think I said
Right.
glob.
Yeah.
There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably
Gum.
Gummy. It was gum.
No.
It was gum.
Really? What's the point of sticking gum between the gaps of the door? That doesn't make any sense.
Crap!
I agree. It doesn't make any sense.
Then it's probably gummy. Oh, glue.
It's probably glue.
See,
Yeah, because Chucky ate some.
Semi-transparent glob.
Yeah, no.
Must have been glue.
It's fun. It's fun getting like the fucked up dialogue.
Glue?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I think so too.
I ate some.
It had a firm
Yeah.
gel-like
I'm still
Yeah.
eating some actually. I got some more of that shit. Shit's bussin'.
I put it in my
Shit's
mouth.
bussin'.
Yeah. I'm gonna try snorting this piece next.
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue. I didn't
Do not huff glue. No, Akane, do not eat glue.
Well, it's non-toxic. Some glues are. On the back of it, you have to read
Yes,
it.
some
That
glues
glue
are.
was only applied to the areas where both doors touched.
But apparently a lot of people like to eat
Only
Elmer's
in the
glue.
gaps of the closed door. They must
Right,
have sealed
right.
the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Oh my goodness.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah,
Fair
because
Both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
thank you, Monami.
Okay, Monami spin.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Dude, that shit
They
rhymed.
couldn't have done it while Hajime was away.
That
from
shit
the
did
venue.
rhyme.
They must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
The scrap that was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. No, I should be able to figure out what it is.
It's yeah.
Hangman's Gambit!
I forgot what it was.
We can display the question. What was ripped? Or what was the ripped piece of paper that was stuck on the baton lighting?
Curtain. No, that's too big.
Oh my god. Alright. Note to self, don't have too many R's. I guess let's just try R first. Okay, yeah, no. No R first. There's a W there.
Okay, it's not curtain. Because that's too big. Curtain's too small.
Try A. Start. Okay, no.
Maybe W.
Well, yeah, we can try W. Okay. So W is correct. How about R?
The window something? No, we didn't really see an eye.
Try A now. Okay, okay. Is A now? Uh-oh. No, not the B.
Wallpaper.
Yeah, wallpaper. The electrician
Oh,
said.
yeah, wallpaper. Okay, okay.
Right, it was the wallpaper.
Where is a P? Where is a P? There's P. No.
There's
Oops,
an
that
A.
was the wrong button to press.
There's Ace. And you got your P.
Okay. No. Alright. Well, I just have an R somewhere. Well, I keep pressing the wrong button to get rid of stuff. I need an E.
And R. There's R.
R. Grab it. There we go.
Nah.
I got it.
No. You can see how that stuff can get like a little cluttered.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of the wallpaper I found in the storage room. It is connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body. If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try.
Another
Logic dive. I love logic dive. How do I control logic dive again? Okay, got it. Figuring it out. Yeah. Question 1. Why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene?
It was
Which one?
hidden?
Has to be hidden.
Hey, I was right.
Okay, nice. My goodness. Thank goodness I have such smart people helping me with this. Good question 2. What did the killer use to hide her body?
The wallpaper. Or no, that was curtain.
Oh.
Or was it wallpaper? Okay, it was the wallpaper, I was right.
Okay, nice.
Good thing I second guessed myself too late.
Yeah, that was about to say, because, like, I already heard your answer. I was like, alright, well, guess I'm going with this one. Okay, question 3. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper?
They covered the pillar?
Yeah, did they cover the pillar?
Alright, well, we can try that one.
Because it looks like the pillar was... Yeah. Oh, that's it.
Nice. The dive results.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by
They hid
wrapping the
the
wallpaper
pillar.
around the pillar, the
Yeah.
killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
Yeah.
So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Oh my goodness.
However, it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar. I didn't realize that at the time.
What a sneaky trick.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Right.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone.
That is true, that's true.
They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point.
Now we don't know.
And on that note,
Yeah.
it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Oh, mommy, you sweet little child.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
Nice.
Nice argument, you do.
I like eating moss balls, personally.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
That is true. There's no one to fill the Tin Man role.
Except for the executor. Execute.
Right.
Person getting executed.
Yeah. Yep.
Based on what we
Executed.
know,
Yeah.
the
I feel like
reason
they're going to
the
get
killer shows these
mutilated.
Imitations isn't that difficult to figure
Who
out.
knows?
I know who gets killed. I just don't know
The reason
how
the
they
killer
get
imitated the two victims in that movie. I should be able to explain that now. To hide the weapon, let their accomplice escape. To mix up the killing order because they like the movies. Which one were we saying, boys?
I want to say he mixed up the killer order.
Yeah,
Mix up the killing order.
I'm trying to remember.
That would make sense. Yeah, because if they're making it to where like Scarecrow died first, and then the lion's death, then if like Hiyoko died first and then Ibuki, but since they died in the different order, it makes you think that Ibuki died first.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also very
The reason the
tricky.
killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
Gundam, I love you, Gundam.
I'm not even crying.
Never change.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Alright.
She died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was
Oh,
still
God.
standing when Hiyoko
Discord
was
lag.
killed.
There you go.
No Discord. Okay.
That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Maybe Ibuki was
Yeah,
told
he's being
to do
annoying
shit.
again.
Right.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Damn, Gundam.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic...
Oh no.
project.
He's got the 4 Dark Demons of Destruction out.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed.
There was blood on Ibuki's feet. Okay, well, there it is.
Yeah, and
And on the stepladder.
stepladder candle. Okay, yeah, so
When Hiyoko died,
we got some good evidence.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Her feet.
Okay.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Oh, well, that was yellow, so
You
that means
feel
contradict, not
Yeah,
like
not
agree.
truth.
So
If her feet were on
Yeah.
the floor,
I don't think we can fire
was
that
there
one.
any sign she stepped on something?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, blood police souls.
I agree with that. Consent.
I agree. Consent.
Consent is key.
Exactly.
Keeps.
Sonia said. Ibuki
Exactly.
said that something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
That's
Then
what the
it's
file said.
Hiyoko's blood.
Right.
Yes,
Hiyoko's
Akane.
only wound was a fatal slice on her neck, and she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power
Oh.
of the evil eye.
Oh my goodness.
Alright,
Okay, so he
Gundam.
has a problem with that.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Damn, that quote goes hard.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you
Alright.
sure you're sure? If
I see
think
why you
how
like this,
serious
man.
I am, this world might be
Yeah,
destroyed.
I love Gundam.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You'd better entertain me to the fullest.
Alright, rebuttal showdown. So rope used for hanging hotel room key surveillance, smudge on the floor, scrap of thick paper. Oh my god. So we got a lot of stuff to go through.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to he? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Actually, there was.
Yeah,
You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about one. Did you see a nice nightmare?
okay,
As
advance.
long as Ibuki's body has no open wounds, there's no doubt that that blood is Hyoko's.
Right.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, yes. But it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet.
I mean, you can.
You should feel proud. It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Oh my goodness.
Damn it!
Yeah, it was overcome. He's gonna go back to the
Saying
original
blood on
topic.
Ibuki's feet belonged. Ha! Impossible.
So,
Try
there
to
was
remember
blood on
the
the
crime
floor.
scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Yeah, there was no blood on the floor.
You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about what did you see a nice nightmare?
Okay.
As long as Ibuki's body has no open wounds, there's no doubt that that blood is Hyoko's.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, yes, but it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet. You should feel proud. It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Okay, if I draw out the story, there won't be any place for me to counter. So I thought the word from earlier was the opening for his rebuttal. Remember, bring back to the original topic because I have to be pushed back on purpose.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar.
So yeah,
yes,
well, I
Okay.
thought there was blood on the floor.
It's possible that the pillar still had blood on it.
Or there was blood on the stepladder, yeah.
You cannot step on the pillar with
And
your
that.
feet.
Yeah, and the smudge on the floor. Yeah, probably smudge on the floor then.
It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Okay.
You're saying the blood
Oh.
Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words. That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things! You don't have proof of that at all!
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Fair.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Oh shit.
Oh, a little bit of Discord lag.
Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Oh, little Discord lag.
Yeah, I'm watching the class trial thing at the top of the screen and it's freezing here and there.
Oh.
Hey,
This should be
if
fine.
the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Are we good, my man?
I'm in the yellow, 422 MS. There goes 72 MS.
Oh my goodness, you're bang. Okay. Huh? Suicide.
Oh god, it's lagging again. There we go. We got it. We're good.
Okay.
Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Oh my goodness.
Damn. Oh god,
Nagito,
lag.
what
There
do
you go.
you mean? If
As
the
soon as I
victim
say
actually
it,
committed
we're back to
suicide?
normal.
Yeah. As
Well,
as it said.
I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Right.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
Yeah, because that's like a dangerous way to fake your death.
Yeah.
Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
No, she was already
I
hypnotized.
don't know anything about that.
Yeah, she was already like weird because of the disease.
Proud.
She was willing to do any command.
Putting that aside,
Yeah.
it seems obvious that the killer did something. So maybe we should figure out who was able to where that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it has some kind of sweet record.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
Before the class announcement.
Saw it at the hospital, right before
Yeah,
Monokuma's morning
yeah, like
announcement.
before the morning announcement.
And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Damn, Discord
Alright.
lag.
So we gotta find out. Oh. Okay, so we
That's-
got Mikon's account, Ryan Monitor video, Hiko's account, Soya's account, movie invitation ticket.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And
Probably.
what about the others?
Right.
Right before the morning
Hey, don't shoot me.
announcement,
Okay, you can shoot him.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
Except for Hiyoko.
Okay.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Okay, first, supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time.
We can exclude the sick people like me
Okay,
and Akane, right?
Oops.
And what about
Okay.
the others?
Okay, so just to make sure, Mikon's account, right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikon was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Okay, so then Fuyuhiko's account. After Fuyuhiko met Mikon in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently Fuyuhiko and Mikon were only separated for a short time. And then Sonya's account. Hiyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled. She was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sonya apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music storage venue. Okay, so it's probably either Mikon's account or Fuyuhiko's account, because both involve like before the morning announcement, you know?
Yeah.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I guess Fuyuhiko's
everyone at the
account, but I don't
motel
know
is
where
doing
it would
that.
go.
So everyone who stayed at the motel
Right.
doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
Well, yeah, no, because
No, that's wrong.
Hajime and Mikon have an alibi at that point because of the morning.
Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikon and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
All right, don't phrase it like that.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Uh-oh.
Too much info.
Yeah.
Like that? She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all,
The hospital
that's all she
together
wanted to tell me.
afterward.
Exactly.
So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder
Come on,
sequence,
Discord. There you go.
hiding their alibi in the process?
Oh, okay.
Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Is that a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? What kind of trap is it?
Come on, Discord. There you go.
Class trial suspended.
And that's the end of this episode. After Monokuma Monami thing.
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monami. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
The moss balls. Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls!
And here's some chance time.
Whoa, what's that?
Now then, Monami's appeals time starts now.
Huh? Appeal time?
Your kind-hearted big brother is going to give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss.
Redhead stepchild boss. That's 99% your fault.
While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so.
That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal.
Come on! If your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way.
Then I'm Usabi Magical Miracle Girl Usabi. I'm an itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk.
Jeez, I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
What a disappointment.
What
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Yes, I'd like to save my current progress. Here, slot 2. Alright, I will, pause.
Yeah.
Monami.
Oh.
Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
Okay, this is the end of the
Okay,
episode.
that's what we're gonna get.
Alright, next time.
Next time.